my channel. In today's video I'm going to be preparing, planning, organising myself and getting meals prepared for the month. So essentially I do a monthly food shop. See a baby, there's one. I do a monthly food shop at the beginning of every month, and my aim is to always bulk cook meals, which I do, but I don't always do it on the day I want to. But I usually always bulk cook meals, and then that will like feed us for the entire month. Obviously you have to do top up shops because obviously fresh fruit and vegetables don't last for a month. So I just wanted to run through with you how I meal prep, how I plan my meals, and yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick video on that. If you are new around here, hello, my name is Caroline. I am a mother of two little ones, a 3-year-old little boy called Ellis and a 9-month-old baby who is just causing havoc everywhere she goes. Obviously I have my husband as well. I started doing monthly food shops in maybe like last year, like October time last year. We moved to Essex and there's no sort of local walkable shop to where we've moved to. So I decided to start doing monthly food shops. That means we have the bulk of the stuff in the cupboards, fridge, freezers already, and so it means like, yeah, we're not in a pickle when we come to having meals. Oh my goodness, this is going to be impossible to do with you. So my baby, as she is 9 months old, is baby-led weaning, so I need to be better with that because I haven't been so good recently with it. So she will need food, obviously. My 3-year-old does need food. He's at nursery 4 days a week and eats all his meals at nursery, but he still needs food obviously for the weekend. He eats with us and he does come home from nursery sometimes quite hungry, and so we'll usually give him like porridge or toast or some kind of breakfast type food just because it's more filling than and easier to make than like pasta and stuff, although we can do pasta as well. My usual place to shop at is Aldi. That's where I'm going to be shopping at this time. But then obviously with Aldi, as always, if you ever shop there, you know that if you shop at Aldi, you do need to do like a top-up shop almost immediately afterwards to get the stuff you couldn't buy. So yeah, we'll be doing that maybe from Tesco's. Would you stop pulling this book off the side? Usually when I plan my monthly meals, I will plan meals for I think about 2 weeks worth. And then from those 2 weeks, I will then repeat it the following 2 weeks because I'll bulk cook the meals at the beginning of the month. Right, I can't think straight. Will you sit nicely on the floor? Please. Usually I stick to my usual bog standard favourite meals, as you know, most people tend to do, I think. Or I'll go like Good Foods or just Google recipes. But this time I've decided to look through some of my recipe books because I've got so many of them. I think we all become victim of just buying recipe books and then never looking at them. So the few I've pulled out, I've got this Bosch Healthy Vegan. I got this one for Christmas and I think obviously you can see I've tabbed a few recipes. I haven't really looked at it that much. Lucy Watson's Feed Me Vegan. This one is an okay book. There's 1 or 2 recipes in here we love, but we haven't ventured much further past those 2. I've got this one here, which is the Bosch Bash one. This one, some of the meals in there are a little bit extravagant, which when you just want to grab a meal and go, isn't very convenient. And then the fourth book I've got is this one. It's mainly for my son. It's Gruffalo crumble and other recipes. So I want to start cooking more with my son because he doesn't spend much time in the kitchen. Obviously we just sort of just prepare meals for him, but I think it'd be good to get him involved a bit more, especially now the next 2 weeks are the Easter holidays. Although he will be at nursery, obviously you've got a lot of bank holidays involved and it might be good to get him involved in cooking. So I'm going to look through there. Also, I forgot the other one I'm going to be looking at is, okay, look at this one. Little Veggie Eats, which is a great book for weaning. If we are a vegan family, I haven't mentioned that if you didn't know, we're a vegan family, and so this book is perfect for vegan ideas. It's a vegetarian book, but a lot of the recipes are vegan or can be vegan. I'm going to be looking through here for inspiration for snacks, mainly for you, because she's not the biggest fan of eating solids. We've been trying since she turned 6 months, but she's not 100% keen on eating solid foods, are you? No? You need to go to sleep, I think. First of all, I'm going to go quickly look in our freezer and fridge and see what food we've got, so then I know what food we don't need to buy, obviously, because we have done that previously where I just buy bags of potatoes and we've already got bags of potatoes in the fridge. And we don't want to be wasting food. So let me go do that now and then we'll start looking at meals to plan. down pretty much everything from the fridge and the freezer here, because obviously that's stuff that needs to be eaten quicker than stuff in the cupboards. And then I've also written down the cereal that we have, because that's an important part of the day, and if you don't have all the cereals then my son will get very annoyed. So this is what we have, and so I now know what I'm working with when I come to planning the meals. So to plan my meals, I use my Pretty Perfect meal planner. This is what it looks like. I've been using this for a few months now. I don't always use it, I have to say. Sometimes I find it easier just to like write it down on a piece of paper. But this month, I'm going to try and get on top of the budget, because I feel like, although I do monthly food shops, sometimes I'll just pop into Sainsbury's and pick up a few things, and I'll be spending like up to £20–30 sometimes, and I'm not really noticing how much money I'm actually spending on food. So in this month, I'm going to be a bit better, because it's got like a monthly budget page. So I'm going to try and see if I can, I don't know how much of a budget I'll be able to stick to, because I don't really know what I'm sticking to at the minute. But I want to start like sort of noticing how much money I'm spending on food, because like I say, we don't go crazy when we buy food, but we're probably buying more than we need to sometimes. I think we just sort of go a bit like crazy in the shops, because it's very easy to do. So on the next page we have a monthly overview in here, which is very convenient, so I can write down on here what we're going to have every month. We also have like a whiteboard monthly planner, I guess, which is on our garage door. So we didn't buy that, that was actually here when we moved in. I think the previous family used that as like a workout thing. I think that the man who used the garage as a gym, and so he used it to plan his workouts, but we use it to plan our meals, which is super convenient. So I highly recommend looking at getting like a whiteboard type thing if you have the space for one, because you can write down the meals you're having every month and then everyone can see it. Because I find things like this in a book, if it's not obvious for me to see, I forget I have it. So I'll show you what I'll show you the whiteboard in a minute, but for now I'm just gonna look at planning our monthly overview. So the first thing I'm currently doing is I'm thinking about the meals that I need to also cook for my son. So obviously Friday night, Saturday night and Sunday night are all days when my son is home with us. Obviously we have Easter as well, so there will also be a Monday night included in that as well. Going through those days and planning meals that I know he will eat, because obviously I can't make things like spicy curries, pastas, or anything spicy to be fair. Or if I am making something like that he can try, I need to make sure I've got something on the side for him to have as well, because it's not fair to force him to eat something he doesn't like. So that's where things like pesto pasta will come into play, or sandwiches or toast or something that I know he will eat and maybe will try what we're having. So that's what I'm also trying to think in my head about what we need to do. We do have pesto in the cupboard, so we can do a pesto night as well for everyone, because we have a million sausages to eat, so that could work. So far, Saturday night I've got sausage and chips, because obviously we have sausages and chips. I'm thinking Sunday, could we have a roast? We have half a Swede, we've got cash, we can have a roast on Sunday. I've also got a small notebook here, which I'm gonna write on here the meals that I want to have for Quinn and for Ellis separately, things I'm gonna make snack-wise, things from the Gruffalo book that I can make with Ellis. But obviously they're not actual like dinner meals, and so I don't wanna confuse myself. I'm looking through the calendar, I'm thinking, why have I put down like 3 different meals or baby food on there as well? So I'm gonna have this here to hand, and then I can like have a clearer mindset, because I find if I write everything down in one place, I'm going to get confused. So yeah, I'm going to look through the Gruffalo book and put on here what I think my son can make, and I'm going to look through here and put on here what I think I can make for my daughter as well. It seems very faffy, but I feel like if you want to do a monthly food shop and want to do it right, you need to be organised, and this is me trying to get organised, because I'm not a very organised person. So that's what I'm currently doing now. To do when doing my planning is I sort of like to see the days of the week as like a certain type of food for the week. So for example, Monday might be a pasta day, so then, you know, as an example, this first Monday could be spaghetti bolognese, and the second Monday would be carbonara. The next Monday is Pesto Bolognaise again, and the next Monday carbonara. So it's the same meals on repeat, but it doesn't feel like it's too repetitive because it's every other week. So then, like, you know, Monday could be pasta, Tuesday could be curry, Wednesday could be, I don't know, like burger and chips, and then next week you can have like chicken and chips. Like, that's sort of how I kind of get around mixing up the week, so you're not having the same thing on repeat, and also you're not feeling overwhelmed by the amount of food there is to buy and prep and things like that. So that is something I'm also taking into consideration. What days for what foods? So yeah, I'm getting there slowly. I'll show you my planner when I am done. Okay, I'm done. It's taken a little bit longer than I would have liked, mainly because I keep getting sidetracked. I have sorted it out, so my monthly food plan is like that. I've realised, Sean just reminded me, that we're actually out this weekend. So Saturday we have family coming over, so probably go out for dinner then, and Sunday we're going out to have dinner with friends. So we don't need to think about anything for this weekend, just for Friday. So I'm going to run you through my meal plan for this month. So where are we starting? We will start on the 3rd of April because, like I said, the 1st and the 2nd of April we are out and we are not eating in the house. So we're having a Buddha bowl on the 3rd of April, which is from the Feed Me Vegan book. I highly recommend Buddha bowls from this book. Lucy Watson has introduced us to Buddha bowls and we're a big fan. The rest of the book is average at best. Probably has it on a website somewhere, so you haven't got to buy the entire book. And then on the Tuesday, we're gonna have 3 things that could look like a Kiev or a burger or something like that. Not too sure yet. I thought sort of thing where I go into Aldi and I get like swept up with the world of the new fancy frozen things. So it'll be something from that range. I'm not too sure what that consists of yet, but that's what we'll be having. And then on the Wednesday, Sri Lankan curry from this Bosch book, I think. No, it's not. It's from this Bosch book. It's Sri Lankan sunny curry, I think it's called. And then on the Thursday, we're going to have hoisin burgers, which is a Gousto recipe. Big fan of hoisin tofu burgers, delicious. And on that Friday, and then on the Friday, we're going to have spaghetti bolognese. Sunday, pizza. We'll make our own pizza. Speaking of, that's it. I need to write down pizza mix because I forgot. There we go. Pizza mix. Ellis is a big fan of making his own pizzas. Sunday, we'll have a roast. And then on Monday the 10th is Easter Monday, so we're going to be out, so we're not going to have anything on that day. And then we're going to have green Thai curry on the Tuesday, which is a pre-packet green Thai curry kit from Aldi. Delicious, highly recommend. So we'll have that on the Tuesday. And then we're going to make for the first time. It seems a little bit complicated, but it's a jalfrezi recipe from this book. Yeah, the instructions seem a bit fiddly, but it does look delicious, so I'm going to give it a go, see how it gets on. So jalfrezi from this book, and then we're going to have a tofu stir fry noodle thing from BBC Good Food. I just fancy like a Chinese-esque inspired dish, so we're going to have that on the Thursday. Friday pesto pasta, Saturday sausage and chips, and Sunday pasta bake. And then for the following week, from the 17th to the end of the month, it's literally just a complete copy of the first 2 weeks. So it doesn't feel like we're having the same meals, but we are having the same meals. So now I need to go upstairs to my computer and hopefully Aldi have a click and collect spot available for Monday. Click and collect is the way forward. So I'm at my computer. You can't see it because if I move you around, you'll be at a funny angle. See? Looking on Aldi. So I obviously, like I mentioned before, I haven't done like a budget of how much all this is going to cost me because I just don't know. With the cost of living crisis and everything, I don't know how much anything will be. I would like to spend, whenever I do monthly food shops usually, it comes to about £120, but I'm not sure that's going to be the case this time. Also, quite a few things on here I won't be able to get from Aldi. Things like the vegan pesto, obviously they don't do that in Aldi, they don't do that in Tesco's. I doubt they'll do like tahini and things like that because I want to make my own hummus, I haven't mentioned that. For lunches, have like falafel pittas and things, so yeah, and obviously hummus goes off quite quickly. Once you've opened it, you have to eat it within 3 days. So I thought if I can make my own, then it might last a little bit longer. Let's see if Aldi have any free slots, please. March, April. Ah, it's full. It's because it's Easter, isn't it? Damn it. Right, I've come on to Tesco's website because now I figured if I was going to be going to Tesco after Aldi anyway, maybe I just do everything on Tesco's now. If they can do a delivery order for Monday, fingers crossed, let's double check. Saturday the 1st, no, Sunday, Monday the 3rd, yes, there's spots. £4.50 is too expensive for delivery, but it is what it is. It's all the same price. So I'm booking on a Tesco's. Let's see, that obviously makes it, I mean, it will probably be more expensive than Aldi because Aldi is cheaper, but if it means I can get everything on in one go and not have to then drive to Aldi and then drive to Tesco's, then I suppose it is better in this instance. Annoying though. So I'm going to try and set a budget, right, so I'm going to say this now, I'm going to try and set a budget of £150. Okay, that's my budget, £150. And realistically, the amount of stuff I'm getting should not be that much. It doesn't seem like that much stuff. I've just realised I've not added any snacks to this, like crisps. Crisps. Right, so I've got a friend back again. So I have done my order on Tesco's. I haven't done it actually. I've put everything in my basket. I might have to add a few more things just out of the off the list type things. And actually, so I've got most things. The only things I haven't managed to get, they're out of stock, are butternut squash, randomly out of stock, green Thai curry kits. The ones I've got on Tesco's are £3.50 each, and in Aldi they're £1.79. So no way I'm paying £3.50. Excuse me. And then biscuits. They have dark chocolate dark chocolate digestive biscuits on Tesco's. They're vegan. They're out of stock. I think Aldi have started doing some now as well, and so I'll have to go to Aldi to see if they have them instead. But yeah, they're the biscuits I wanted. They haven't got them. And then nuts. Sean has on his cereal every morning, and the nuts on the Tesco website are like a fraction of the size for quadruple the cost of what you get in Aldi, because Aldi have a whole huge nut section. So yeah, we'll be having to go, I'm going to have to go to Aldi. So what I said before about going to Aldi and then having to do a top-up shop in Tesco's, we're going to have to do the other way around this time and do a big shop in Tesco's and then do a top-up shop in Aldi to get the bits. I also need to get Dettol, or not so much Dettol, it's like Zoflora, disinfectant cleaner. They do Zoflora, but it's £4 for 500ml. And on Aldi, they have a Zoflora dupe for 89p. The total has come to £116.81. That doesn't obviously include the delivery, which is £4.50 on top. But my budget was £150, and so we've got £116. So it's not too bad. There are a few more things I maybe want to add. So I'm maybe thinking about adding in some baby snacks and things, because I think that crisps and purees are obviously just good to have. So the total of everything came to £130.61. So that is part one of this clip over. Obviously, I will check in with you again when I get the food delivered, and I'll share the food I got and if there's any substitutions, and then find a time to go to Aldi as well at some point. But yeah, that is the first part of the day done of planning the month and buying the food.